I've been searching for you here for so long, so long. I've been searching for you here for so long, so long.
Hey, what is happening, everybody? Your boy Blake, Money Blake Weather. Welcome to another episode, Unfiltered Bachelor. I am your Unfiltered Bachelor, Blake, Money Blake Weather. Welcome to a fine afternoon here in Austin, Texas. It is December 11th. Yeah, I've been doing back-to-back episodes. What's up, world? Taking care of so much stuff, but hopefully everybody out there, hopefully you're having a great time. Hopefully you're having a great life, whether it's relationships, careers, working out, whatever extra you're doing in life. I hope you're doing great. My guest today is one of my boys from back in the day when I used to do Loaded Joe's MMA podcast. One of my favorite people, even outside of fighting. And I'm gonna catch up with him, and we're gonna have some real bro talk, like I do with my bros here. We're just gonna bro out and talk about the wonderful world of life and dating. It's my boy Rick Nuno, baby. How you doing, man?
What's up, son? You know the vibes, man. We in the building, man. It's been a long time coming, man. But dope to be back, man. This is dope.
Yeah, man. It's the new show. It's the new digs, you know. Like you said, yeah, man.
New and improved.
Yeah, man. You caught me in my early years, and you know.
Caught you with the warm-up suit on, bro. Hey. You didn't even get to touch the court yet. Now you out here balling, cats. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see.
I'm wilding, baby. I'm wilding. But yeah, man, I was still doing it then. I'm still doing it now. We're still keeping it chill.
Yes, sir.
How's life been, bro? Since the last time I had you on, and in case people are like, oh, I remember Rick or whatever, man. Last time I had you on was you were still fighting. It was still in your fighting days. And I know you have since announced, like, you know, it was this year, right? You announced your retirement, right?
Yeah, I was. It's crazy how life works, but it just feels like sometimes you get that inner talk or God comes down to you. I don't know what it is, to be honest, but you know, sometimes you just get that inner word that tells you something, and you just got to go with your gut. I was in a fight camp July 20th. I was boxing, and I was getting ready for a fight, and I was supposed to fight July 20th, and I just didn't feel right anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was telling me that I need to stop,
mm-hmm.
and I hung him up. And when I hung him up, two guys ended up dying and ended up being on the news. So it was kind of like the calling to me that maybe it was time for me to say I got more to offer than me putting my life on the line. But I loved it, man. So no regrets.
Right.
I'm a fighter at heart, but yeah, this year we're about to go into the new year, but yeah, just the past summer I decided to hang it up, man. I decided to offer more now.
Nah, that's what's up, man. And there's nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong, or I don't think there's anything like you know, like negative about it, bro. I think we all go through our own journeys, and we, you know, especially as you as fighters, man, y'all figure out, y'all adults, y'all fighters, y'all know when it's time to go into work, and when it's time to be like, hey, man, I got some other shit to do. I got some other shit for the world. But that still don't take away from the fact we still talk about fighting to this day. We still talk about boxing. We still talk about MMA.
Fighting
man.
all day, man. We fighters at heart, man. We fighters for life, man.
Bro.
I don't care if I'm in there putting it on the line anymore. Fighter for life, man. That's in the heart, bro. It's in the corazón, bro. We have it.
That's right, bro. Yeah, I'm out there, man. Like that's what that was always one of the things, man. I guess before we dive into this, always one of the things, man. When I was, you know, doing MMA podcasting, bro, I'm like one of the only ones, bro. I mean, you probably interviewed a lot of people. I'm one of the only ones that still trains. You know what I'm saying? I'm 31. I still train. I'm still out there getting my licks in, getting licked up. You know what I'm saying? Doing mitt work, doing pad work, doing, you know, work on the bags, working on my footwork. Bro, I can't say the same. It's not to shit on anybody, but it's just like, I think there's a little bit more admirability. It's like you talk to somebody and they know, or they live in the life, at least even if it's for a few hours a week. You know what I mean? So
yeah. You understand it. You get a grown respect for it.
Yeah.
Because you've endured and went through it. You know, whether you stepped in there or not, you get to understand and kind of get an understanding of what us fighters go through and do on a daily basis. You know, it's life. It's something that we chose, you know, a rough path that we chose to pursue. And some of us, you know, it's therapy. Other of us, it's for the money. Some of us for the fame. I don't know. But for me personally, as a fighter, it was something like it was therapy. I loved it. And it challenged for me where I had to step up and get out of my comfort zone in a sense. And it was great. It was great, man. It was so dope. Was blessed to be a part of it, but I'm glad I'm able to walk away and live to tell the stories and live to go beyond and start giving back now. Like me giving back is a big thing now where I never was a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Being a fighter, I was kind of selfish in my career.
Mm-hmm.
I focused on myself, and as a fighter should, you know, like you're putting everything on the line, you know, every time you step foot in there. So you got to really be on your shit and really be prepared for the worst. So, yeah, I was selfish, but now it's time to give back, and it's been cool, man. It's been a new journey in my life. It's kind of cool, man. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're talking about you going through like just the training aspects of it, you get a growing respect for it, you know, and that's huge. You got to know it to understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you get I think I get a deeper level of understanding. Like I bring people in to train before, like people I work, or, you know, that come watch fights at my house. And then they look at me as like some sort of source of truth as a fight's going on. It's like, oh, what do you think he's going to do? What do you think's going on? I'm like, well, in my experience, it's da-da-da. Or when I broke down this other fight, this reminds me of, so it does add to the knowledge base, like a huge, like a priceless amount.
Huge time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And so to kind of combine what I do now and combine what you used to do, I'm curious, bro, because nowadays I do a dating and relationship podcast, man.
I know, I'm seeing that, man. Yo, that's why the Starbucks here, I had to leave Starbucks, and that shit was too flooded. I was like, yo, they can't be hearing this type of shit, bro. That's too much smoke for them to be hearing up in good old Starbucks. They weren't ready for that smoke.
White people about to turn around like, what is that? What are they doing over there? What are these?
I don't want to say that, but you said it. I didn't want to say it, but you said it. But nah, I didn't want people being shook and looking at me all crazy like, what the fuck is this dude doing? What is wrong with his ass? Who is he talking to? I thought it was going to be lighter, man. I thought it was going to be lighter. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go in the private room. I'm going to be chilling. Sip my coffee, talk my shit.
Right.
Nah, it was flooded. All Lehigh kids, because I'm in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So it was Lehigh University Central. So it's like all these college kids and then some parents with their kids. I'm like, oh, shit, I got to be out of here.
I got it.
Yeah.
Grab and dip.
Facts. Grab and dip, big fella.
But what I think what I'm alluding to is, so when you were fighting as opposed to now, it must be two different shits. Trying to maintain a relationship or trying to date or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because back when you fight and it takes up a huge amount of time. And if you're trying to like somebody trying to be with you, you're trying to be with somebody like, and it's always like when it comes closer to like weight cuts and shit, there's mood swings and shit, bro. Like, tell me some differences, bro. I'm eager to hear your life, man. We never talk like this, but I'm eager to hear like what it was versus what it is now. Or if even you're like, man, I wasn't even focused on that, or like, I'm focusing on now, or whatever the case might be, man. What is dating like for Rick Numero Uno back then versus now? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this is dope, man. It's dope. I think this is dope for people to hear because fighters are, man. All right, I don't want to sound bad when I say this shit, but when I say this, like, we're different people, man. Yeah. When you're a fighter and I called it going back to being normal when I retired. I'm like, yo, this adjustment to going back to being a regular person again, because I feel like you're being regular, like fucking doing a regular wake up, go to work, like do that shit. Like, that shit sucks. Like, I like being a fighter. I like everything about it.
Right.
The persona we had, the mentality we had, the work ethic we had. Like, you're just built different. So I don't know, man. Like, my opinion and my perspective on it is that fighters are different, man. So when I was a fighter, my training and my fighting, everything that evolved around my career, I called it, that was my wifey. Like, she came first.
Right.
So relationships didn't work well for me. I never had, I think it was a blessing in disguise that I didn't have a relationship, because I think it probably would have affected my career and the things I was able to do and pursue because of it. So me personally, it wasn't the best thing, but some of these guys do well with it. You know, some of the vets, like, they're married, they have kids.
Right.
But you know what? Their wives and their ones that are with them, they're real supporters. Like, they ride with them. Like, they'll do whatever it takes to help them do what they want in their career because they believe in them. You know, and for me personally, I didn't have that shit. Like,
right.
I was known. Oh shit! I can't remember say this shit right now, but it's true because I had this like label as the Bethlehem like
the
man
Playboy.
whore. Like,
I
was
Playboy,
like,
huh?
I was the man. I was labeled as the man whore of my area, the Lehigh Valley, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, I think it was a small area I was in because everybody was like talking shit and knew everybody, and
Right.
they just automatically presumed like, yo, he's got no wife, he's got no girl, he's out here talking to all these different beautiful women, like, he's just doing his thing. Right. And you know what? I was living my life to the fullest because I had that title. Like, yo, like, I was a single, attractive young man who was pursuing his passion, his dreams. Like, why can't I do what I want? So I did what I want.
It's like the kids call it. I think the kids call it nowadays. Just living my best life.
Yeah, I was living my best life. I ain't going back. Yeah, I was me, yo. I was singing that song every day. My bitch, come on. Yo, for real, yo. I was him.
Yeah. He was you and you was him, man. But that I mean, I didn't want to say that's what it was, but like, I can totally understand that when you have something primary, bro, like it's in the driver's seat. You know what I'm saying? It takes, like you talked about, man. I see these fighters with their wives, and like, just like you're saying, like they're ride or dies, bro. But also at the same time, you know, and
they're real ones.
I've been going through this for a year, right? Like, after I got out 5.5-year relationship, and like being out here and doing all this dating shit, man. It is extremely hard to find somebody that's like just that same way. Like, just like there are people out there, but it's like, but where they at? Where they at though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yup. I was saying that every day. Like, where they at though? And everybody was like, oh, you know, you're gonna find that somebody special. And I would get pressure from like family, like my mom's. Like, I'm a mama's boy, so like my mom wanted to see me have kids and be married. She hated my fighting career. And I was her baby boy. She didn't want to see me get hurt and shit. So for me, I understood her, but at the same time, it's like, yo, mom, we're in a different era. Like, they don't raise them like you anymore. Like, there's no like women that go home, want to cook food for their men. Like the old school traditions in a sense. Like, these women are like gully now. They're like, yo, I don't give a fuck, cutthroat. You know, we'll do our thing and keep it moving. It's like, all right, well, if that's what it is, then
that's what it is.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
I keep it moving.
I keep it moving too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at them, but at the same time, you're looking for that real one. Like, yo, people always thought like, yo, I'm just a hoe. Like, I just want to run through all these girls and I don't care about people. I actually value and respect marriage and relationship a lot. And I always get that perceived the wrong way because I was a fighter. But, if you find something that's real and they are connected with you that certain way and they can really understand your passion and be behind you, shit, I would have been with it. But I just wasn't. I wasn't in my deck of cards.
Right. No, not yet. You didn't get that shuffle yet. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly. Something mattered it.
And I like what you said, man. You was like, I feel a lot of pressure from family because I've talked about this on the podcast before, bro. Social pressures. Social pressures, not even just family, right? Like, let's go a few levels real quick, bro. You know, family's one thing when you got to go hang out with them on the weekends. You see them at family gatherings and shit.
Family gatherings, yeah. All the holidays. And shit.
I was just gonna get into holidays. You know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, bro. Hey, Mijo, when are you gonna bring a good one home? You know what I mean? Like, I'm Mexican. I got Mexican family, bro. I get my grandma asking me, like, Mijo, when are you gonna have, you know, just I'm gonna have great grandkids. I'm not gonna be here when it happens. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
it's like, goddamn, grandma, I'm trying. Like, but tell these females something.
Yes.
Go have a seminar real quick at the Omni Hotel. Like, tell these females something. You know what I mean? Like, help them play out. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yo, it's everywhere.
It's not just family either. It's friends too, right? You start seeing friends as you get older, right? I'm 31 now, and you start seeing like friends as you get older, like they get married, or they get a house, or they had a kids, right? Or they have two of the three. Like at minimum, they have one of the three, but at like usually you see they have two or three. I
got none, man.
Me either. Hey, raise your hand if you ain't got none.
Don't be mad at it, man. I watch Gary Vee all the time, man, and he's a dope dude because he always puts in perspective that stop letting these motherfuckers outside of your circle and your inner peace, like, judge, like, when you're supposed to have shit.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Stop judging. Do your own shit. You're your own person. Live your own way, yo. Like, I can't stand that shit. So back to what you're saying. Sorry for cutting you off, but
no, you're good.
The thing is, it's just like, yo, like, why the fuck are we so wrapped up in like this social acceptance? Like, live for yourself. That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
so I fucking love my life. I'm happy, blessed.
Exactly, and then you know what, man? And I always say this too, like, you know, because I have friends on, like, you know, friends or girls or guys, and man, see this person do this, see this person do that, and I always tell them, man, like, what we cannot do, and I think what is a cause of a lot of people's distress, right? Everybody want to compare everybody's life to everybody else. Like, I'm not doing this, you know, Sarah and Jimmy just got married and they just had a kid and they just got a house wherever. And it's just like, okay, but like, that's them, bro. Like, that's their lane. Maybe they're not happy either, but like, I'm happy.
Yes.
I'm happy. And so the best thing you can do, and I always tell people to do this, and it's not you, but like just some people in general who listen, it's like, the way I handle shit is like, just compare you to you. Always compare to you to you. If you compare you to you a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, bro, like, you will never be disappointed. You will always be like, damn, like, I came this far for real. Like, I did this.
Yep, I was just gonna say that. Damn, look how far I've come.
Right. You will compare you to you. You will never be disappointed, and you will always know, like, you are on the, you know, you are the best stock. You are the best investment to invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And every day you invest in yourself a little bit more, that stock gonna go up, and in another 5 years, you're gonna look back and be like, damn, I was there doing that. I'm over here living a way better life than before, man. Like, crazy story, bro. 10 years ago, I wasn't living on my own. 10 years ago, I didn't have a car. I just got in a DWI. 10 years ago, I was going through like the whole motion of being on probation and shit like that. Like, it was like, that was 10 years ago. That's what I was doing. Family drama, everything. Like, now fast forward 10 years, bro, got my own place, got a badass job, got a car, got a brand new, you know, a different podcast. I'm still podcasting. It's different now. I'm touching people in a different way. I'm talking fighters like you who I was only thinking about, like, man, maybe one day I could talk to fighters. You know what I mean? Like, 2 days ago, I got to talk to one of my favorite rappers. Bro, I'm living, like, 10 years ago, me would have been like, who the fuck is that? I'm going to be that? Like, nah, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yep.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But it is that thing, like, don't worry about the fuck other people. Don't worry about it. But it is like, we live in a time where social pressures, it's a real thing, bro.
It's fucking worse. And that's why I think me and you, like, because you are in the 30 level, you know, you're at that 30 point where your mindset is kind of evolving, and the wisdom kicks in, and you kind of figure out who you are as a person. When we go through different phases of our life, we kind of don't understand and appreciate those things. And I think with us being in both, like, what is it, like the millennials, like where we like went through before technology and social media, now we have social media. So I think for us, it's a blessing where, like, the future, the young kids coming up now, it's like I don't want to say they're kind of fucked, but I feel like if you're not raised right, I mean, I don't mean to say that, but it kind of is true.
Right.
Like, if you're not raised right and you're not have the right upbringing, you're kind of fucked, because you're reaching for this social acceptance every day. Like, it's something that means more to you than your own family, your own, like, personal growth, like, all that shit. Like, all you're reaching for is like, yo, I got to get a like on Instagram today. Yo, I got to get a retweet here. Like, who, like, honestly, because me as an adult and being in both generations where I played in the dirt and didn't have no type of technology to now where I'm on my phone every day. I live off social media, marketing, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I know both perspectives. And to have these kids now where it's like they don't know that grimy, work hard, get dirty type of shit, I feel like they're kind of mentally weaker in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like it kind of makes them look for the wrong things for acceptance, and it sucks, man. It's scary and sad shit, man. So I just hope, if it's in God's plan for me to have children or something like that, I would make sure like they would have to be raised a certain way in order to know and understand the difference of what's right and what's wrong in a sense,
Right. No, that's absolutely true, man. And it does. Yeah, it is. We live in some weird times, bro. Because you're right. Like everybody's like trying to like do something for do something for acceptance, bro. Acceptance. Everybody want to be accepted, and like it's a weird thing to like try to like.
But for people that don't even care, like these are for people on social media who are not important to you, like most of them.
Right.
Like I know on my Facebook, I think I had like 5,000 some friends where I couldn't accept friends or requests anymore.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah,
and
you
like,
maxed out.
And and I was like, yo, what the fuck? I don't even know any of these people, man. Like this shit is crazy. But they don't. At the same time, like as much as I appreciated all the support and everyone who was with me my whole career, my fighting career, and they were really like ride or dies, and they were with me from day one. And I loved and respected that whole perspective, but for me to like try to gain acceptance and have people, like something because I would post it, it's like shit. Like these people don't even know me. They don't mean shit to me, to be honest. I'm sorry, like they don't mean shit to me. I want my family, my close friends, my loved ones. That should be what matters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like let's get the acceptance from that shit instead of these fucking made up people or people on social media you never met in your life.
So, I couldn't have said that better, and I'm going to equate this to something now. So we talk about that was Rick then. What is Rick now in dating? Is Rick out on the dating apps like Money Blake is? What is your life now with dating, bro?
Yo, it's crazy. Like I was swiping hard body, right? Yo, I was like a different because for me, like I traveled a lot for training, so I hate it. All right, maybe I shouldn't say I hated my area, but I didn't like my small-minded area, and I grew up here, born and raised in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, small little city, and every time I would travel, like I'd be in Jersey, New York, outside of Philly, like I was traveling to different places. So when I was traveling, I would go to the app and be like, yo, what up? So I was swiping hard body. Like I was on the Bumble, the Tinder. The Bumble was actually not a bad experience that I've had.
I love Bumble.
Bumble was not bad. Yeah, Bumble was not bad. Tinder was kind of a hot mess, and I'm like, I was like, damn, this shit gets wild, man. So me now personally, I try to stay off of that stuff, and I'm actually involved with talking with someone.
Okay.
So I'm not saying the jersey is completely up, but the jersey's like coming off the back a little bit. Like player jersey's about to get player jersey.
He's not off the team yet, but he's sitting on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at currently. It's going good though, man.
Was this a person you met off a dating app or in real life as a kid?
Nah. I've known this. She's actually one of my exes.
Okay.
She's actually one of my exes, and I've known her for over 13 years or so.
Okay.
So we have a history.
Okay.
We know each other very well. And things are going really good, man. Like things are going really good. So I can't complain. I ain't mad, but yeah. I mean, I think as you get older, like you look to seek real companionship. You know what I'm saying? Like something real and real and genuine instead of just something where hit and split, like, oh, what's up for the night, and then roll out. I've had plenty of those. I've lived my life.
Mm-hmm.
I was blessed to, have that fun and
Right.
that point in my life where I was like just living my best life, as you said before,
Mm-hmm.
and it was awesome, man. Like I had a great time. I had met beautiful people, beautiful women,
Mm-hmm.
and it was great. But now I'm cool. Like I'm like, all right, I got that out of my system.
Got that out of my
I'm
system.
good, man.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. Like if that continues to happen, it continues to happen. But in reality, you seek for something real and genuine, man. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'm at. And if that's in God's plan, then I'm with it. If not, hey, I'm a single bachelor. It is what it is.
Rick Nuno, Rick Nuno's the unfiltered bachelor of Bethlehem over there. If that's what it is. Oh,
that's
man.
what it is.
That's interesting, man. That's really cool. And so there's a lot to take in right there, man. So yeah, so I'm still on got my do the Tinder, do the Bumble, Hinge.
Got you.
Okay.
So you out in the
okay,
field.
see, I'm out. I've been out there, baby. I've been traveling the world with dating apps. You know what I mean? Like, and you're right, man. Like, I'll say this for the kids who like, for the other adults in the room who are like, they're married, they don't know what the fuck is going on in the Tinder. Let me tell y'all real quick, man.
Yup.
Tinder is a hot
Let y'all
mess.
know.
First of all, Tinder's a hot
mess.
the hottest of messes. It's
Facts.
you see sometimes you see some fire girls. You're like, okay. And then you see some ones it's like, okay, they're not for me, maybe they're for somebody else. It's not. Then you see some ones where it's like, I'm a non-poly, monogamous, whatever, like all these big words.
Whatever you want to be claimed as.
And I was just like, what? I have to like use a dictionary to go look up these words. It's not even in there. You got to use Urban Dictionary. You know what I'm saying?
That's so cool, like the dictionary and shit.
This shit is complicated, bro. Just like, okay, just say, what do you like movies? How about that? Can you just be simple? Like, what are you into? Like,
basic,
just let me know. Yeah, just let me know simply what you're into. Then they got the ones married, looking for some trouble type shit. Then you got the ones, hey, I got a boyfriend. We're looking for a third, and you're just like, what in the flying? All this shit is real.
Yeah.
It's like the classified ads of dating apps is what Tinder reminds me of.
Yeah, it's like Craigslist of dating and
Yes.
shit. Like it's fucking wild.
If Craigslist had a dating app, that's just called Tinder.
Yo, for real. That was called Tinder, yo, because it is some scary, wild shit on that one. Like, yeah, all the shit you just said, yeah, I saw it all. Like, looking for the third partner for fun.
Right.
I'm married, trying to swing. Like, all these weird like gender shit. Like, you don't even know what they're titled as. Like,
Right.
I'm like, yo, what the
fuck?
I'm like, holy shit, is this America?
Right.
Like, is this America? Is this real life right now? Like, this shit is crazy.
This shit is crazy, dude.
Yeah, Bumble's way better, man.
Yeah,
like,
so
you meet some like wholesome, good women. Like,
working my way to Bumble real quick. Yeah, the biggest thing that bothered me about Tinder, and sometimes I see it on Bumble. Sometimes it's not even that. You know what it is, Rick? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Rick. I'm gonna tell you the thing that bothers me.
Keep it 100.
Is when I see the quote. There's a Drake quote. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Stop it!
You know how many times I see that shit? I'm like, yo, stop. Just stop. Right there. Just stop.
That shit bothers the fuck out of me.
Fact.
Oh.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to fucking claim that?
Right.
Like,
I don't.
whack.
Yeah. I mean, and then that for me that tells me if I were to tell somebody that, like, if a guy were to write that and a girl would see that profile, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. That means you're just here for hookups. I'm simple and plain. So that's kind of what it tells me.
Yeah.
Rick, when
that's all it is.
Before I make my way to Bumble, I would have rules on Tinder too, and
Yeah.
I have them on Bumble. If you don't have a bio, I won't swipe right on you. If you only have one profile pic, I won't swipe right on you. If you have no profile pic, I don't know who the fuck you are. I can't swipe right on you. Like those are kind of my three right there, man. I don't know if you have similar standards, at least in that when you used to be on there, but like for me, man, I gotta have some sort of minor standards. You know what I'm saying?
No, I totally agree, and I feel like I have the same like kind of like level for swipe. It's crazy. We're breaking down dating app like it's a fucking science.
It kind of is, though. It kind of is.
But yeah, that ass, like, it'd be the profile pic. It's like, yo, if they just have one, it's not enough. Obviously, they're hiding who they really are. It might be a fake profile or some shit.
Right.
Yeah, because I've had that. I've had incidents where actually I had to restart my Instagram because it got hacked, and it was based off the fucking Tinder.
No way.
Tinder weirdo, dead ass. The weirdo fucks on there. It was like, I don't know if it was like, all right, I don't want to go here with like political shit, but like the whole ISIS thing. I don't know if it was something like that where like they were trying to hack on and find out who I was. Like I get that shit all the time too. Like it's weird as hell. Like you'll get a Tinder swipe and all of a sudden they're on your Snapchat or your Instagram. They're sending you weird messages, weird pictures. And it's like, whoa, like that's where it was like block immediately. Like,
yeah,
you're wild.
Yeah, you stalking me now, girl. Like, what is? Did you have your Instagram or your
girl? It was like
your Instagram or your Snapchat on your bio?
Well, that's the thing. I used to have Instagram on my bio because it was like the pinks were linked up right to it. They would log on to it. Now I don't have it. I had to delete it because my profile got hacked. Like it was fucking crazy. Like, yeah, I think I was like 5 to like almost 10,000 followers, and then all of a sudden, like this shit happened. I had to restart over. So now I don't have like shit, but I don't even care at this point. Like,
right.
You know, I'm gonna do what I got to do, and it's cool. But yeah, I had some weird shit like that happen because of the Tinder like dating app shit. Like, bad experiences with Tinder. So kids coming up, adults that don't know nothing about it, yo, do not do Tinder unless you're that weird type of person. You want that weird type of shit. That's to each his own. That makes you happy. God bless you. I wish the best for you. But yeah, it's not my thing. I want a good, wholesome person that is real and genuine. So Bumble was Bumble was alright.
Bumble, like, yeah. So moving on to Bumble, yeah, and
yeah.
Before stepping off on that, like I've had some good dates on Tinder. I've had, I think, a better.
God bless you.
Yeah, I have, man. I met some great girls. I feel like I have a very good filter. Yeah, no, God, but I have a very good filtering system. I've never been
No doubt. No doubt.
I have a very good filtering system, right? I got to filter it like water, right?
Yeah.
And they come through.
Yes, sir.
I've never been, I've never been catfished, which is great. Everybody who looks like everybody looks like everybody. You know, the girls I've gone on dates with, they've been nice and not been crazies, but I've heard some horror stories.
Wow.
So we're going to move to Bumble real quick, though, before we get into all these stories, because I feel like me and you got some stories.
All right.
Just on our reviews. We're reviewing. This is the review dating app hour with Numero Uno and Money Blake. So we're moving on to Bumble, and I like Bumble. I like Bumble a little bit more. I feel like the girls are a little bit a class up, right? They kind of know what they want a little bit more. You run into a lot less of the sort of classified feel, you know what I mean? And girls got to make the first move too, you know? I fucks with all this, man.
That's all a plus to me. That's all a plus to me. That was, you know, I'll be real with you, man. And you know that we're talking about Bumble and shit. Like, I was very fortunate and blessed because I don't have game. Like, I'm not. I'll be 100. Like, I got no game. I was always the shy kid. I was mad quiet. I was very, like, I guess you would say, like, introverted in a sense where I was like to myself. Like, I was shy, and I was like coming up, a pretty boy, was scared of girls, didn't know what to do. Like, I was shook.
Right.
And girls always came to me.
Right, because you're a good-looking kid.
Oh, yeah. So it's like if you're a good-looking kid, you're blessed with, you know, decent looks, and you got some decent gear on, you're gonna be all right.
You're gonna be all right. But yeah.
Back to the Bumble thing, it's like it's perfect. Like, yo, I don't gotta do shit. They like me, obviously, so they're gonna make the first move. Perfect. Clutch. Easy work.
Bro, it's funny. It's funny. Work, so did you have do you remember what like you had in your bio and shit?
Man, I might have had some like basic, actually stupid as hell, like shit? Basic, like, yo, yeah, like pro fighter, follow me at this, tacos are life, like some stupid shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be like, for me it was like, yo, we're on a dating app. I'm not trying to be like super serious on this, but at the same time, if you want to look and see who I really am, you can find out who I am.
Swipe right to find out type shit.
You know, yeah, like basic shit like that. Like I wouldn't go into details like, yo, looking for real, passionate, deep love, and I need a woman that can cook and clean and come home and take care of me and be there for my fight camps. Like, no, man, let's be real. You're on a day now, my G. Like, put basic shit, be funny, swipe right.
So you want to hear? I'm going to read you my bio real quick, so that way you're gonna love this shit.
Let's go.
Check this out, man.
I'm about to go back to mine.
And anybody out there that wants me to help you write your bio, hey, just reach out to me, unfilteredbachelor@gmail.com. I'll help you out. And so mine's, I'll let you be the judge of what mine is. I think it's real fun.
I'm ready. I'm ready here.
So it says, the guy your parents will love and the type Trump wants to deport. And I got a little picture, a little Mexican flag. It says, a witty Southern gentleman with a sense of humor. ENFJ, I put the little Myers-Briggs letters. Podcast host, trained kickboxing, born and raised in Austin. And then I have a little thing, you, like the description of the other person. So you, semicolon, never tires of being goofy, likes tacos, and has a convincing fake laugh to boost my ego when I try out new jokes.
That's cool, man.
My guy, that's my bio.
It's cool, basic, to the point, and it's something where you get your I don't want to say your audience, but like you get your possible match to understand like who you are and what you like. Like that's perfect.
Yeah, I'm funny. I'm a funny guy. I feel like that comes across in the thing. And that's, for me, that's important because I've been on some dates with girls. I've been like, what the fuck do guys put in their
personality?
Bio? Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about what's in their bios.
And so like they'll show me like guys' profiles, and I'll be like, bro, some of these kind of funny, but 9, 8 out of 10. Basic as fuck. It's like, hey, let's go skydiving on a Tuesday or something. It's like, what? Like, the fuck are you talking about? Or like beers, brunch, and tacos. You know, swipe right for more. And like, girls are like, what? Like, I don't. Okay.
Yeah, they don't know.
Nah, they don't know. Like, yeah. But I do like Bumble. I do prefer it. And I think the class of women is a big step up from, it's like the graduated version of Tinder. All the girls that filter out, and sometimes I'll see a girl on Tinder and I'll see a girl on Bumble, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know which one. Maybe she's on both, or filtering her options or whatever. But I feel like it's a graduated version of Tinder. The girls
high school, junior college, community college, let's go to university now.
We're making moves, baby. We're making moves. We're getting our doctorate degree over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, I don't know if you know this or not. Some girls showed me this over the summer. When a girl matches with a guy, it will give them openers for them to send to guys. I don't know if you know this.
Okay, I had a feeling there was, because I feel like the way Bumble's set up and like it gives you like things for your profile, like you can respond, like not respond, but like you can put like certain questions, things that you want to, questions you want to fill in about yourself and shit like that. So I'm not surprised with that. I'm surprised they give them like one-liners or some shit to like start up a combo with.
Yeah, they give them like, it's like 30 some odd questions, and they can kind of scroll through it and kind of pick one if they want to use it. It's like, here, we can give you, he's like, I remember the message that my friend showed me. She's like, watch, if I match with this guy, look what happens. And she matched with this dude, and she showed me, and it was like, here's some like, don't be shy. Here's some openers that Bumble sent you. And it's like 30 lines. One's like, hey, what's your favorite? Some. Or like, it's all these like basic questions. And so I was like, it blew my fucking mind. Because no other girl had told me that before. Like, I had never heard of this.
I'm not surprised one bit with this shit, man.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but like, what in the fuck?
Women uncomfortable with that shit, so they're probably like, give me some fucking help. Like, I don't want to be the first one to say some shit, so what can I say?
You know, that's the biggest complaint I've heard from girls is like, they're like, I like Bumble, but, you know, I don't like writing the message first. And like, sometimes I'm guilty of not writing a message because it's like, I don't know what to say and like whatever. And so I've also gotten to like the hey, what's ups from girls. And I'm like, ooh, girl. Oh, come on, girl. Like, we could do better.
Mhm.
We can do better than that, can't we? Like, here's what we're not gonna do.
Yeah.
If we're not gonna send "Hey, what's up" to guys that you're trying to be into, because if a guy sends a "Hey, what's up" to a girl, it's got to go both ways. If a guy sends a "Hey, what's up" to a girl,
Yes.
what's gonna happen? The girl's gonna be like, "The fuck is this? The fuck is this,
Yep.
bro?" And
Yep.
to tell you
Who the
the truth,
fuck are you to send me this lame shit?
yeah, this shit is lame. Hey, next. You took a number.
Yep.
Hey, next.
Next one. Yep. Pull the next number out.
Right, yeah, thank you. Next. But let me tell you the story of my first ever Tinder match, bro. Let's get some story time real quick because this shit right here,
This shit right here.
it's called death. No, I'm just
Yeah.
my first ever Tinder match.
Nice.
I matched with a girl. I was like 3 days in. I threw a little shitty profile together, shitty little bio, shitty little pictures. And I got a match.
Some quick shit to put up.
Yeah, like I was very much like
You weren't.
whatever.
Fuck it. Let's just go on it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go. I drunkenly put my
Okay.
profile together like 2 nights before.
You like this combo, bro? That is a bad combo, my guy. But I'm sorry. Continue.
I was a rookie then too, man.
All right.
So
What's up?
I got a match. I got a match. And I'm parading around I'm like, fuck yeah, we got a fucking parading around the fucking apartment.
Play y'all.
I see y'all on the other side, bitches. I got a match. My roommate's dog's like looking at me. He's like, the fuck, bro? I'm like, Roscoe, we're winning. We got a match. Motherfucker's like, what in the fuck,
What?
bro? Yeah, the fuck are you talking about, bro? So and then I'm like, calm down, and I'm like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. What the fuck do I say? I hadn't done this in years, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd taken like 6 months off of dating. I was in a 5.5 month year relationship. Like, I don't know game no more, Rick. I don't know shit, man.
Yeah.
And so, man, you know what I hit her with though? I thought I was real smooth, bro. You know, I hit her with that.
I'm ready to hear it.
Hey, what's up?
Perfect. Yo, it's been a minute. you're that guy sitting in the back, man, like slouched in his chair, like
refresh. I know she's gonna reply any moment now.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Mad smooth,
bro.
Super smooth.
Within 3 hours, that girl unmatched me.
Motherfucker.
I mean, I get it. Hey, that was the day I found out. Hey, what's up? Don't work no more. Yep.
Damn, disrespect.
But
damn, the disrespect.
Best thing that could have ever happened to me.
Hey, learn.
Exactly. You know what? I walked away from like a combat sport mentality, bro. I was like, okay, I'm 0-1 now. I'm 0-1 right now. Okay, but you can walk away from the hill and be like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Or you can do like Conor McGregor's coach John Kavanaugh says, you either win or you learn. And so,
yes,
at first I was like, man, fuck this girl. She don't know a good time, bro. I'm badass. This bitch don't know nothing.
Got salty. My man was saltier than a cracker. Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? Maybe there's a better way to do this. You know what I mean? So I took about a month and a half off. Went into training. Went into training, bro. And I
went into training camp.
Went into my training camp, bro. Went into my 6-week training camp. I looked up all the YouTube, like a whole bunch of YouTube videos on dating apps, like how they work, like best like what to put in your profile, best pics to do, like certain ways you need to put your pics. Like, do you know? And I told somebody else this, but did you know they did a study? I forget what college this was. Guys that have their face angled to the left are more trustworthy than guys that have their face angled to the right. And it was just
what?
Yeah, they did a study with like whatever how many girls.
Science to me. Never knew this,
bro. The girls thought that they were more trustworthy.
Oh my!
And like they were
I'm
more
looking
friendly.
this shit up.
Google this shit, bro. So I started changing. I started changing my pictures to show the left side and shit, and like angle them this way, and then it showed you like, you know, good things to say for when you're opening lines and how to. And I was like, okay, perfect. Bro, as soon as I got out of training camp, I got like 2-3 matches. Your boy started getting dates, baby. Your boy started getting dates, man.
All right.
That's what training camp will do.
About.
That's what training camp will do.
Hey, you fought back. You fought back like a champ.
That's where I bounced back like a champ, bro. We on to the next, and I was coming back strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
But that was my experience.
Fighters fight.
Fighters fight.
You fight on to live another day. Let's go.
That's right. Let's fucking go. But yeah,
that's what's up,
that was
man.
my experience with that. My first ever. So that's what really turned my head into like, you know, like being like, man, girls can't get away with this though. I need something more. I like it when they like pick something out of my profile, like, oh, what kind of podcast do you have? Or, oh, how long do you train kickboxing?
Yeah.
Like, you actually read my shit. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I like that a little bit more, and I can only, you know, kind of relate to like, oh, they probably like that given to them, so they trying to give that back out. You know what I mean? Whether that's true or not, in my head, it's true. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I mean, with them, for them to take the interest to actually look over and read your profile,
right? That
shows a lot. It's like, hey, she's actually intrigued by who I am, not just, I guess, my look or whatever the fuck it may be.
Right.
And because that was my thing. Like, my problem is it was all fighter picks. So I'm a douchebag right off the rip. So they're just like, yo, tool bag, fighter. I'm going to have fun with this guy. Like, total.
Right. He doesn't wear a shirt per professional.
Yeah. No shirt, fights in his tights. Like, you know, this fucking guy he's just a hot mess. I want to be a part of that hot mess.
Right.
So if you're going off the pictures, it's not enough. If they go in and they see who you are, that's big. Like, it's like, yo, she's taking initiative to be like, hey, I want to know who you are, not the, hey, let's have fun for right now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So there's levels. There's science to it.
It's not, I'm telling you, there's some bro science to this shit, bro, and we getting right into it. No, I want to know, man. I want to know though, Rick. Have you ever been catfished though?
Not like to go see in person, some different. Nah, but like I said, I had the hack thing where people were like, I guess, acting like somebody, and then they hacked my profile. But nah, for me, the catfish thing would never fucking happen because I was in the me being a fighter and me caring about my image and my career and shit.
Uh-huh.
I was always like, nah, this shit is not gonna happen. So I was always like, yo, unless we actually FaceTime, we talk, I'll never meet with you in person. Like, there was always like rules I would lay out on the line to be like, yo, like, this shit is not, we're never going to fucking meet in person unless I know who you really are. Because if you try to pull this shit with me, there's gonna be a problem. Like, yo, like, I'm going to see you and it's going to be on site. Like, that type of shit. Like, I don't play this stuff. With this world we're in now, it's scary. It's weird shit. I don't play that. And, you know, if you want to be somebody that's real and we cool, we have fun, all right, that's one thing. But, yo, you're trying to pull this weird shit on me? Mm-hmm. Nah, bro. I'm not the one to fuck with. Like, it's on site. Like, nah.
Damn.
Like, I'll have people, I don't care. Like, that's just wild, man.
It's
trying to pull that stuff,
wild
man.
And disrespectful, man. I felt
disrespectful. Thank you.
This was very I felt bad for the first time. I got my roommate into dating apps, and
catfished.
First date. He meets his girl on Tinder, right? And he gets to swipe. He's like, "Hey, man, this girl seems cool," and yada yada. And so we both had dates that night. So I come home a little bit earlier than he did. He came home. I was like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And he's like, "Hey, man." I'm like, "Well, how'd the big date go?" And he's like, "Man, let's talk outside, man." So we grab some beers. We start talking. And he's like, man, so
it's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, so he starts off, hey, man, she was really cool, you know, like, you know, she was good, really conversation. I got her phone number and told her we're gonna meet her at this place. Okay, cool. I'm like, okay, cool. So what the fuck is the problem? Yeah, so he's like, I get there, and he's like, let's just say, let's just say her profile pics ain't updated, and I was like, bro, you got catfish, didn't you, man? And he was like,
AKA your profile picture out there? Shit.
Yeah. Bro, like, he said he got
he was like, this is going to be trouble.
I got catfish. And I was like, damn. Luckily, I'd never been catfished, but like, damn, bro. Like, the level of disrespect.
So like when he met her, so was it her? Like was it a different version of her, or was it somebody completely different? Like
It was
how was the catfish?
so there's
My
levels to
question
this
is.
catfish, right? There's level to this catfish. Um, she just didn't have updated pictures. Like she maybe did gymnastics in the other
Neither.
pictures and wasn't in gymnastic shape. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
She was a smaller, different version of her. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
Well, that's why I feel like it's big. Like when you have the conversations beforehand, and you know who they are before you actually meet face to face, because a picture's a picture.
Mhm.
Like it can totally change in weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let alone months or years.
right. So what are some of numero uno's rules getting into online dating that helped you that maybe could help out some people out there in the online dating app world try to not get catfished. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think my rules and outlines for not getting catfished is try to get more than one profile pic, because that lays out like who they are, and sometimes they can transition into newer to older pics, so you can kind of tell to see who they are now. Um, that's one of my outlines. So more, I guess the profile too. Like sometimes in the description, you'll see like if you see certain stupid sayings like follow me on this, or if you want to have a good time, follow on this. That's usually like some type of like hacker or fake profile or catfish, whatever. So I think the profile pic, the little bio where they're having a legit description of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think of like a third. But I think those are my two major things. Like when I look, it's always their pictures, more than one, and they're above their bio as far as what they describe. Like if there are certain descriptions in there that look like just scandalous and like just a little fishy as far as them trying to have you follow and do this, yeah, that's not right. Like you want a description of them, you want to know who they are. So yeah, those are my things I look for, but I'm sure there's way more because it's fucking crazy. I'm sorry. Shit is crazy, man.
This shit is fucking crazy,
But-
bro. Yeah, I think that's
But
important.
that's the world we're in now, man.
Mm-hmm. It be like that, bro, and it's stupid and
It
it's
be
shitty.
like that.
It's stupid and it's shitty, but like it's like that, man. I think some of the things you did hit on, like for sure off bat, make sure they got more than one profile pic. Make sure they got a decent bio, right? Like that's how you get to know a person, and then you can kind of tell too,
Yes.
like how they're responding to you. Does it seem fishy, right? Does it seem
Oh.
off? You know what I mean? In the
I
messages.
almost forgot. I'm cutting you off. I almost forgot to say they have the thing with Bumble now is they have that verified shit.
Oh, right.
So that's dope.
Yes, I love that.
You know what I mean? The blue check.
Yes, that's a big major thing.
So my bad. I totally forgot. But that's huge. It's like, yo, it's verified. That's who they are. All right, cool.
Yeah,
But
so
if they don't have that, it's kind of like, you got a question.
right.
So
So
sorry to cut you off. But I
No,
just
you're
thought
good.
of that
That's-
as you were talking.
that is perfect. Like that's I totally like hadn't even thought about that. But yes, that's a real thing. So for those that don't know Bumble, there is a way you can verify. You can get a blue check on your Instagram or not on your Instagram, on your Bumble bio. And what that means is basically you take a live picture of yourself and they compare it to the pictures you have posted. And basically, if you look like the pictures you posted for the live picture you just took, which is not shared with anybody,
Yes.
only Bumble's like whatever security, you get a blue check. And it verifies you pretty quick. Like I'd say within like
Yes.
3-4 minutes tops, like maybe even a minute. And yeah, that's a good way to tell like somebody is who they are. If they've got the little blue check, they're verified. They have to take a picture of themselves of the pictures that they're posting on their bio. So yeah, man, that is a very huge one. And then there's a lot of things too, like when you're just talking to a person, right? Like I feel like there's you obviously can't see a person through their messages, but you could tell some fishy shit. Like I've had some fishy shit be sent to me, like, "Oh hey baby, you look so sexy. Like here's my phone number," and I'm just like, "Nah, man. Like I'm gonna unmatch right now. This seems like some devilry right here."
Yeah, I'm gonna block.
Yeah, it seems like some fucked up shit. Either you're a hooker and I'm not into it,
At least you're smart.
or you're a bot and I'm not into it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
one of the two.
yeah. If I hear throwing that shit that easy, you're something sketchy as hell.
Yes, or you're just throwing it out there, and I'm like, nah, man, I got standards, bro. Like, I'm not trying to catch nothing. I'm trying to make it through my life without catching.
Yo,
nothing.
for real, like, yes, like, yo, just because I'm out here like looking to meet people doesn't mean I'm out here just like trying to throw my whole life away. Like, shit.
Right.
Like, can we have a good time and not catch something? Can I know like who I'm with? Can I know that who I'm with right now isn't out here just throwing their shit out there like that, like spreading them like that for everybody? Like, come on, man.
Bro,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. I'm good. And I feel you should have standards. You deserve to have what you want. And don't settle. That's my biggest thing. Don't settle. But people sometimes are desperate and they allow themselves to go to that lower standard and just settle for something. I'm saying this now. I'm telling you, Money Blake and all the viewers who actually do watch, don't fucking settle, man. Go for what you fucking want and get what you deserve, man, because it's going to pay off in the end. You're going to be way happier. And if you're not happy with yourself first, you're not going to be happy with anybody else. So get what you deserve. Fuck the bullshit. And don't settle, man. That's my key today with all this dating app talk and, whatever the fuck we're talking about dating and the social life now. Appreciate yourself. Get what you deserve. Don't settle. That's it. Mic drop.
Mic done. Done. Just done. I like this. I like this as
drop the mic.
I like this as a good like kind of closer because you know what, man? Like I feel like a lot of people like coming off the dating app talk and kind of coming into some real shit before maybe we wrap up is like people settle in relationships and people settle for who they date and
marriages all the fucking time, man.
Yes, right? Like you were talking about like, you want to have that good companionship, right? Like, so I used to say a thing and I still kind of say this is like a lot of people, and I feel like a lot of people do this, is just, they settle into comfortable companionship, right? That ass seat on the couch. You know what I'm saying? That thing that they're used to, they don't want to move from it. It's good. They're settled in, right? Like, why move from here? But what a lot of people are looking for and what they're hoping to find and what you hope to find even before you get into a comfortable companionship is like that inspirational companionship. That shit that takes you to the next level, bro. That shit that inspires you, that shit that drives you, that shit that, you guys push each other, you guys are moving, you guys are hustling and bustling, you know what I'm saying? And just one of those, like, inspirational companionship versus comfortable companionship. And, like, you get lost. I think you get lost in the idea of finding it, and then you get settled into the idea of, like, oh, this is good enough right now. I'm content.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that. Fuck that shit, bro.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck that. I'm with you on the real companionship as far as, all right, I guess because, all right, if you don't experience things in life and you don't get to have the fun, you don't get to wild out, you don't get to meet beautiful people, like say you're not blessed with certain things and you're not able to do that, it tends to happen with the people that are less fortunate. And I get it. Like at the end of the day, we all want a real companionship with somebody that cares about us and wants to be with us. I get it. That's fine. But like if you're able to be young and live and experience things, go fucking do it. Like I don't regret one fucking moment of my life because I've lived everything I wanted to live. I've seen, I've done. And, I like how you were saying the
inspirational,
The inspirational companionship, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I look for now.
Right.
Like, that's my thing now. Like, when I look for a partner, yeah, obviously she's got to be attractive. Like, the person's got to be attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what draws us to them, first and foremost. We're attracted to them physically. But then there's more. Like, what is going to keep me around?
What's going to keep me there?
Be here for years, like, for years on end. Like, how can I be years on end? You're going to get old. You're going to get ugly. Like, that's going to happen. So, yeah, man, I like how you brought that in, man, because I want that person to level me up, pick me up when I'm down, and just inspire me. Like, yo, let's kill this shit as a couple, like that power couple. It's huge. But a lot of people overlook that. They're all about looks, all about your status, your money, all that shit. It happens, man. But I feel like that's young and dumb shit. Like, I feel like as an adult, you become wise, you get that wisdom, you've been through some shit, and you know better. But if you don't, then you got to live and learn. Live and learn,
bro. I love that. That's exactly it. You got to live and learn. You got to you got to experience the shit, man. You know, you got to go through these experiences to, I think, understand what it is. And like my boy Nutrition, who came on, man, a couple episodes ago, he was like, you gotta go through dating. He's like, dating teaches you two things: what you like and what you don't like. And that's what the experience goes through, right? Like, you figure out what you're into, what you're not into, and you got to do that. And like, you can't just settle with the things that you do like, because you might find some things you don't like. And I think we all get to the point, man, where we've all done enough where we're, hey, man, we are looking for, I think everybody should be looking for that inspirational companionship. And I be saying that sometimes. I'm like, shit, I'm about to cause some divorces because motherfuckers about to rethink their life and shit.
The divorcees, like, yo, I need to get my life together. Shit.
But Rick, man, this was a badass time, man. Hopefully, I'd love to have you on again, doing some other shit in the future, and we still keep.
Let me know, man.
The beautiful thing is we keep in contact. Like, that's been one of the most awesome things. I don't keep in contact with a lot of fighters still from back in the day. You've been definitely one of them, and you're one of the most awesome people that I know. So I felt like having you on was going to be an awesome time here. But I hope you had a great time, man, and I definitely will let you know when I want to have you on in the future. Rick, take over my show, man. Blast yourself, promote yourself, let people know what's next for you, what you're doing. Just I'm gonna shut up and you take over, bro.
Yo, you're the man. Money Blake, it's always a pleasure. It's dope it's crazy because we're not from the same area. You know, we're not ever like people that we've actually like linked up and like hung out and chilled, but it's dope to meet people that are real. And that's always big for me, man. Mm-hmm. Like, mutual respect and getting somebody who's down to be open-minded and talk about all types of shit, man. So it's an honor to be on, as always, man. I'm always down to talk shit. You know me. I'm always about a good time, and I'm down to talk whatever. I have a lot of experiences and knowledge to spread out there and put out there. So thanks for having me once again. Mm-hmm. As you know, not being a fighter anymore, I'm pursuing other things outside of fighting. I'm actually starting my own brand for wellness and development company now. It's called Grit Wellness and Development. So I'll be looking out. So be on the lookout for that because it's coming. We got small little progressions coming, little by little, where, I got full meal plans, full training plans. I love working with fighters. Don't get me wrong. It's my expertise, but I know everything. From your daily regimen, as far as workouts, your layout for meal plans. I don't call it diet because diets are fucking whack, and people go through them like it's their job, like it's money. Mm-hmm. Like they just throw that shit away. Diets are fucking lame. You need to get something that's custom for you and fits you personally, and that's what I do. I lay out meal plans for every individual that I work with. So look out for Grit Wellness and Development, GRIT. It's gain, recognition, and transformation. So that's the acronym for that. Mm-hmm. And be on the lookout for Grit Wellness and Development. Also, look for me in the real estate game, man. I'm coming for that too, man. Yeah, man. I'm coming for that too, man. So, being after a fighter, I'm going to be a busy person. I have to be because going to work and working a regular job, it fucking sucks. I don't want to do that shit. So, being on my grind now with this stuff, man, it's huge for me. And, yeah, look me up on social media too, man. You know me, I'm on all that joint. R Nuno One MMA for Instagram, the Twitter. I even just got on that TikTok shit. That shit's pretty funny.
Hey!
I just got on that TikTok joint, so I'm on there too. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Rick Nuno. If you look up Rick Nuno, RickNuno, and then for the social media, R Nuno, so RNUNO 1MMA. So if you want to look all those up, man, and check me out, it's a blessing and an honor for anybody to follow and believe in what I'm trying to put out there. So appreciate everybody. It's a respect, an honor to be able to help others now. And anybody that watched my fighting career, I appreciate them as well. But now we got the new transition for Numero Uno and for actually me, Rick Nuno now. So be on the lookout for Ricky Nuno and his grit, wellness, and development, and his real estate opportunities, man. We're coming.
Bro, we all grown in different ways, aren't we, man? We're all evolving.
Yeah, man. Evolution, man. Evolution.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love to see the changes. I love what you're doing. Everybody go follow Rick. Everybody go follow Unfiltered Bachelor. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow the show, iTunes, Stitcher, anywhere podcasts are. That's where we are. You can follow me, Money Blakeweather, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Just Google me. Google me. I'm telling you, go to unfilteredbachelor@gmail.com. Email me. Find out what I want for Christmas. Hey, and I'll let you know. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy the show. Whether it's morning, evening, noon, whatever time you're listening to this. Hopefully this was a great episode. I hope y'all enjoyed this. And until the next time, we will see you. Peace.
Peace.
Bright city lights, they drew me in.